Like, these announcers are now becoming, like, coaches. Like, it's not the same. Like, they need to take those announcers and put them somewhere else, like in a box, because they're interfering with fights. Like, they're actually responding to it. Like, they hear them, and they'll be like, oh, he needs to back up here. And he's like, okay. Like, what? Backer announces that when there's a crowd, they can't hear them, but they're hearing everything they say. And these do know more than some of their coaches. These are championship fighters.
Yeah.
It's not the same, but, like, and then I don't like the smaller octagon because I think it gives certain people an advantage.
Why did they small? Why did
the Vegas one's smaller just because the bigger one doesn't fit in their the complex called their place. On Fight Island, it's a regular size one, but the UFC. Dude, the thing about UFC is bigger now than it's ever been. Like, UFC just went mainstream. They took the same spot now as like football, like NBA, NFL, NHL. Hopefully, they've replaced baseball. I don't care. I don't like baseball. But UFC's dope. Dude, they've got like fights every like Wednesday, Saturday. They've got so many fights. The only thing I'm not spending $65 a month on a pay-per-view. That last pay-per-view was underwhelming. Well, just because the main event, Masvidal lied to me and told me he was in shape. He wasn't in shape. But other than that, like, dude, there's so much action to see. That one can keep going. You don't need fans. But for something like even maybe the NBA. Maybe the only thing I don't like about the NBA, it's not even the fans of the NBA. But you'll miss it in the finals. What I don't like about the NBA was just taking so much time off. Allowing people to heal that weren't even going to be there, or people might have got sick and now they're not going to be like James Harden and Westbrook both got corona. Like, bro, if Harden and Westbrook aren't playing, just go home. Why are the Rockets there? What are you doing? Like, what's the point?
They're gonna
like if LeBron gets sick, send everybody else home. You're out. It's over. You're not winning without LeBron. It's not happening. I would like to prove to you that
if LeBron's not going to play, cancel the season.
That's too late now. You should have done that already. Just
but
whatever.
He's going to play. So.
But NFL, bro, can you imagine Lambeau Field, like in a November playoff game, all this snow, everything on Monday night, and you've got like 3 people inside, like, yeah, like, no, fool. You need a crowd there. You need fans there, or don't do it. Don't do it. It's weak. A lot of college football isn't going to happen because certain schools are playing and certain ones aren't. Like, that's not even the same. Just give Alabama another championship. Like, they're going to have, I can't believe it, but they're going to have an
How
easier road.
How are you going to play football, though? You can't.
What do you mean?
You can't have football.
They're going to do it, but you're going to get a team like Alabama who's so deep anyway.
You can't.
They got 5 starters out. It doesn't matter because they're still better than half the people they play.
You can't do it.
I don't think they should. I think everything has an asterisk next to it. But in a regular season, to answer your question, I think the Cam Newton thing is interesting. I never thought he would have fit something Belichick wanted to do. Like, I guess he wants him to be more. He doesn't like attention. Cam's a flashy dude, so they must have squared something away or whatever. But you obviously won his arm, but he likes the fashion. Like Brady, but more if he likes the. Brady's real mum at like a press conference. He don't like to draw attention. Like, he might be wearing some GQ type stuff, but he's not like, he doesn't give you like, he gives you the Patriot answers. It'd be interesting to see if Cam Newton's going to give you the Patriot answer. Like, what happened out there? We're on Cincinnati. Like, we'll see. But it's interesting. Dallas is still the most talented team in the league, but what's going to happen? In the real season, your Texans aren't going to do anything because Bill O'Brien is the second coming of Jason Garrett. He's a bum. He's an idiot. You got rid of the best receiver in football, and you got what? Like, they don't make any sense. They're about to pay Deshaun Watson though, so maybe they'll learn a little bit from the Mahomes contract and they'll spin it out like that. But I don't know who's year. We sat here last year. And we picked winners. Might as well. Give some Super Bowl winners for the heck of it. If everything stays the same, I picked the Clippers to win the NBA season like before it started, so I'll just stick with the Clippers on basketball. Football, tired of picking Dallas, bro. I don't know what Mike McCarthy can do in his first year. Anything's better than Jason Garrett, but Dak's being a little hoe right now. I can't go Bucks in their first year. It's a squad. I wouldn't say it won't happen, but I'm not going to say it will happen.
Bucks versus the Clippers?
No. Fallout. Clippers was my NBA, and now I'm talking about football. Buccaneers.
No. Football, the Texans.
Bro, stop. Why? Why the Texans? Did you think they'd win last year?
Yeah.
Okay, and are they better than they were last year?
Yeah.
How?
More diverse. Better running game.
How?
What do you mean?
First off, you lost the best receiver in football. What'd you get for him? David Johnson? David Johnson's the black version of Peyton Hillis.
Hell no.
What has he done since then?
Tell do him like Peyton Hillis.
What has David Johnson done?
He's just finally fully healthy, man. Okay. That's a huge injury.
Right, he's a second Beanie Wells.
He's a lot better than any running back we had since Aaron Foster.
No, Foreman wasn't that got his head wrong. Foreman was going to be your starter.
Alright, he's fucked up. He's out of there.
Oh, he's gone. Where is he? He's a tight end.
I thought he was going to be nice. But
I thought he was going to be a starter. Who'd you have before? It was Chris Ivory, right?
It wouldn't matter. He was good. But he
it doesn't matter. I'm not taking a running back over Hopkins. I'm not taking any running back in the league over. Well, maybe Christian McCaffrey. But other than that,
me either. I'm not taking McCaffrey over Hopkins at receiver.
I'm saying if I said you could have one of these weapons, that's. I personally think Hopkins is the best receiver in the league. I don't think Julio Jones is. I think Odell could have been, but honestly, I had like his moment here that I realized I don't think Beckham's ever going to be. I don't think he's ever going to be what he was. I think it's a wasted career. I think in a couple of years he won't even be in the league. I think he could have been on such a path to set records and do these crazy things. But I think Hopkins is the best all-around receiver in the league. I think Julio fell off. I think when he showed me, it was like 8 or 9 games into the season last year before he had a touchdown. And I mean,
that means something. It's double covered and all kind of things.
So is Hopkins, and he's over making one-handed snags. I think Hopkins is the best receiver in the league. I think this is more right now. I saw Antonio Brown's like, I'm gonna retire. Well, yeah, if nobody puts you on a team, they retired you. You're retired. So Effel's not gonna play, but whoopie do.
He's not gonna play.
Antonio AB.
Yeah.
Play for who? Who's going?
I'd pick him up, man.
Yeah, Ogra, and you let him go a week later.
Why?
Because he tries to fight your GM. Or he's got 7 open sexual assault cases. The point is, y'all aren't gonna go. You're not even the best team in your division, right? The best team in your division, if they're healthy, still, it's gonna be interesting what Phillip Rivers does. Because Colts were my Super Bowl pick last year before Andrew Luck dipped. They got a squad. Don't tell me that. Oh, the Colts aren't good. You're biased as shit, bro. Stop.
Colts are alright, man.
Okay, so get rid of your bias. Outside of that, who's gonna go?
Me. Houston. I don't understand what you don't see, and I don't understand what you don't see.
Who is the squad? Who is the team?
What do you mean?
What are you talking about? Put their roster up against somebody else's. What are you talking about?
You're saying the Colts. All we got to do is win our division, and we'll take it game for game. It's just a game.
Did you win the division last year?
No. We won 6 out of the last 10 years.
And how many Super Bowls you go to?
Oh. No.
This is not the best team you've had. At some point,
I'm not saying it's the best
Will
team.
Fuller
That
was
wasn't
number
my
2.
argument. That wasn't my argument.
Braxton Miller number 3.
That was not my argument.
You think y'all gonna go to Super Bowl? And
We'll
win
go
the
further
Super Bowl?
than y'all. No doubt.
What you want to do?
$20.
You're crazy. How?
Hey man,
Who's in our division, bro?
the Red Wolves.
Exactly. Yeah, whatever they are. The races. The Washington. So we have to beat the Washington, or we have to beat the New York Giants, and then the Eagles. The Eagles is like our only competition. That's what they're messing with.
But then you get to the playoffs, and then
Well, the worst team in the league is still going to be the
It
Washington.
gets real thick in the playoffs.
So let's go through this divisions then.
AFC just dismantled now.
So let's go through this in divisions.
It's a toss-up for us.
A toss-up?
Fuck
The Chiefs
yeah.
are still the Chiefs. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and that's it. You don't have nobody who's going to challenge the Chiefs.
All right, so let's go division. Let's go NFC first. NFC North. Who's winning the North?
First of all, we had the Chiefs by like 40 fucking points and lost the lead.
A lot of people did. They did it to like 3 teams. What are you talking about? It's Andy Reid and Pat
I'm just saying, it's not like guaranteed.
Maybe 20-point leads the Cowboys have blown. Division by division.
They always blow some shit.
Who's going to win the North? NFC North.
NFC North?
NFC North. You need me to say teams for you?
Probably.
Packers, Vikings, Lions, Bears.
I say this year it'll be the Bears.
Should be because of the defense, but
I think this year it'll be the Bears.
I think the Lions are just. I don't understand. It's a whole other subject, but I don't understand why Matthew Stafford's still there. Let that man go somewhere and win somewhere. I'm still gonna have to roll. I think the Packers didn't do anything to get better. They got back in the quarterback on some dumb shit. So I'm gonna go. Give me the Vikings. NFC East: Dallas Eagles, Giants, and Washington.
Dallas.
Okay. NFC South: Falcons, Bucks, Saints, Panthers. It's either Saints or Bucks.
Fuck the Saints. It's the Bucks. The Bucks.
Okay. So he's going Bucks. I don't care. Flip a coin. Brady, sweet. NFC West. You're gonna have the Rams, the Niners, the Cardinals.
I'm gonna go with the Rams this year because they didn't do it this
Cardinals,
last year.
Rams, Niners, and bro, I always forget the West teams. Who am I missing? Rams, Cardinals, Niners, Rams, Seahawks. Boom.
Seahawks are nice.
It's always you can't ever cut Russ out, but I'm gonna say 49ers are gonna win it again. And then you got so those are your winners. Then you have the 2 wild card teams. So your wild card teams are probably if you're taking the Bucks, and your wild card team is gonna be the Saints and probably Seattle.
I'll say Seattle and Eagles or some shit.
Okay, and then you get your AFC. You get your AFC South. You're taking the Texans for some reason. I'm gonna take the Colts. Don't get me wrong. I love Deshaun. I already told you. I think Deshaun Watson was the most clear, 100% no-brainer pick, and teams passed on him. He should have been the number. There's never been a player that was a more sure number 1 overall. It blows my mind. But I wanted the Texans to get him. But with that being said, his team is worse. I don't think they're better. So I'm taking the Colts. AFC North, you got Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Baltimore, and Cincinnati.
Baltimore.
Be interesting to see what Pittsburgh does now with Ben back. But let's go Baltimore. And then the East is the Patriots, Dolphins, Bills, and Jets.
Patriots.
Give me the Bills, bro.
They've been making noise, but
AFC, oh boy, surprising. Except for when he choked that game away, but talent-wise, Josh Allen's more talented than I thought he was. I didn't give him enough credit.
Me too.
He's dope. But they talk about how much he runs. I think he's a better passer than people give him credit.
But I need to see.
I think if you calm his nerves.
I need to see.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. I think if you calm, and their coach is killing it, bro. Was it McDermott is the coach still? They're dope. And then the West, Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers. We have the Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers, Broncos, Chiefs. And then you got your 2 wild card teams. So probably say the Patriots. And in my case, I'd say I don't know about the Texans or Titans. Give me Pittsburgh. So out of all them, you think, yeah. I'm gonna say give me Baltimore in the Super Bowl. And just for the sake of not picking my boys, give me the 49ers back in that piece. Give me repeat. a few years ago. I mean, Baltimore and San Francisco.
I'm going Russell versus Deshaun Watson.
And give me, man, who? Yeah, he's tripping. I don't even pick out of that. Good coaches, man. You can't sleep on Harbaugh. I think San Francisco will have something for Lamar Jackson. But give me Baltimore. Baltimore in the Super Bowl. So there you go. When the Texans don't go further than Dallas.
The game will be different for him this year.
It's going to be different for everybody. But for who? For Lamar?